Hello, everyone. I am Peaceful Nick the Medium. I'm an evidential medium specializing in healing messages. If you'd like to book a reading or any of my other services, please go to my website, peacefulnickthemedium.com. If you have any questions or inquiries about something you can't find on my website, like my free circles, which aren't listed there, email me at peacefulnickthemedium@gmail.com. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday evening. Click some likes so we can get more viewers. I just finished up my dinner. I live next door to this great chicken place, and they have the most amazing salads. And so I'm kind of munching on an M&M. Got to have a little chocolate after my dinner. Anybody else? If you have any questions about mediumship or anything like that, please just put it in the chat before a bunch of people get on here, because I'm just getting started. If you want to join my free circle or my small group reading, email me at peacefulnickthemedium@gmail.com. My next small group, I believe, is February 12th, if that's a Saturday at 6 p.m. It's only $25 for the small group reading, and it happens over Zoom. Hi, Aunt Jen 003. She's an amazing teacher, coach, meditation teacher, helps people through, what's the name of your program? I can't remember the name of it. Please type that in. Everybody follow her. She gives daily reminders of, what we should be thinking of and how we should treat ourselves. Most importantly, hey, PC. Hi, I'm glad you're back. I need all the help I can get on here. I did have some type of weird update on my phone. So I can't. Journey to Self-Love. That's right. Thank you, Aunt Jen. Aunt Jen has a program called Journey to Self-Love. So if you are looking for a way to love yourself more, help heal from past trauma, and put things in perspective to heal you and love you, Aunt Jen 003 is the greatest teacher I've ever had. So follow her. So my small group readings, email me for those. My free circle, I only have a couple places left. The first one's full, and we've already started that. The second one starts February 5th. Hi, Tessa. Hi, Haley. Hi, Tyfer B. Hi, Vera, Dan. Am I too late again? No, I just started, Bella 21. Kayla, I just started. Hi, Sue Collins. So yeah, keep sending likes so we can get a bunch of people on here and have a good live. My next small, sorry, I worked all day, so I'm a little blah. My next free development circle starts February 5th at 6 p.m. It's a Saturday. If you just want to book any of my other services, you can go right on my website. So, hi, Denise Hampton. Welcome. I'm Peaceful Nick. I'm an evidential medium. So if you have any mediumship questions, put them in the chat. Click a bunch of likes so we can get lots of questions answered. I did make a bunch of videos today. I was at work, but it was a day where I had time to do some other stuff. So I noticed, and you guys probably all noticed this too. Hi, first time Amanda's Beverage and Sweets. Hello, welcome. Welcome, Chunchies. There's a lot of people who are spamming mediums and psychics with love spell. Click here for a love spell. Don't do that. Don't do that. I just put out a video about that. It's a scam, obviously. But some people, hi Christine. Thank you, Aunt Jen. Yeah, tap the screen. It's a scam, and you don't want, even if you did pay somebody for a love spell, and even if it did work, which I doubt that it does, you don't want somebody that's going to love you that has a spell on them, right? Because, hi, I'm new, Christine Grant. Hello, welcome. You don't want somebody who doesn't really love you, who has a spell put on them, but I don't think love spells work anyway. If somebody's going to love you, they're going to love you. If you're struggling to get them to love you, then it's not meant to be. So that's just not for you. Bella21 Kayla said it's black magic. I see so many videos of it. I don't know what it is, but it's not good. So I would not want to have had a spell on my husband to get him to love me. That would have been awful. Mom of a warrior, Denise. Hi, Mom of a warrior. I'm glad you're here. Lots of new faces. I'm so happy. Ms. Mendoza, hi. Hi, Tasha. Tasha One Love. Tarot and Stars. Hi, thank you for the follow. Hi, Amanda. Again, sorry. Trying to get as many on here. So I get a lot of questions about spirit guides and how to find your spirit guide. And so it's actually a lot simpler than people make it. Yeah, it is scary, Lisa. Hi, Creolyn. And also you'll notice I lose my train of thought sometimes when I'm on here because I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. So just bear with me. To find your spirit guide, there's a million free videos on YouTube. You just say, find your spirit guide, and you'll find a million free ones. Some of them are guided meditations. Some of them are just sounds in the background. But really all you have to do is kind of take some deep breaths. You need to be in oh good, PC. I'm glad you speak to your guides every day. Thank you for the smiles, Aunt Jen. You really just need to quiet your mind, be in a quiet place, free of any responsibilities or distractions. I know if you're a mom with kids, that can be very difficult. Hi, LaDonna Lynn. Sorry. Moms have this thing where their kids follow them everywhere and never give them any breaks or peace. So if that happens, make sure they're in bed or on a nap. Hello, Valram. And you want to take some deep breaths, quiet your mind, tell your partner to leave you alone for, 30 minutes, whatever. It could take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, could take an hour. Get about some alone time. And you can close your eyes to find your spirit guide. Mine, I had a meditation from my teacher, Danielle, the Happy Medium. Hi from Texas. Yeah, Mama. PC, yeah. Hi, Esperanza. My teacher's Danielle, the Happy Medium from the UK, and how I found my spirit guide, and I did not really believe spirit guides were real. For those of you who are new here, I'm a scientist. That was my job, and I still work in science education and communication, but I've been a scientist my whole career, basically. And then mediumship found me in my late 40s. So I was not expecting that. And so I questioned all of it, but it's just happened to me. And so I got a teacher, and she has a bunch of wonderful videos on YouTube. And so I listen to one of her Find Your Spirit guides, and it's kind of like an ocean sound, and she walks you across a beach in your mind, and you're walking and you're walking. It's about 10 minutes long, and she's talking to you, and you're taking breaths, and you're calm. And then she says, you see a chair, and there's somebody sitting in the chair, and that's your spirit guide. Thank you for all the follows, everyone. This is wonderful. Oh, yay. And just keep clicking likes. So that's how I found my spirit guide. His name is George, and he's very present for me anytime I need him. He doesn't bother me. He doesn't interfere in my life or anything like that. Hi, everyone who's joining. The names are going so fast. There have been times when I've been doing readings, and every reading's different. Some readings the person comes through and they're like, boom, 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 boom. Fact, 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 fact. Message, message, message. And it's just like I'm talking to a person in front of me. Other times, it's like pulling teeth. And you just can't hardly get anything. You're just getting bits and bits. And it's like, what does this mean? One time, I was doing a reading. And I have instant amnesia after a reading, so I can't remember who the client was or who the person was because I just can't hold that information in my brain. And a gentleman was standing there. He's just standing there, and he's just standing there, and I described what he looked like. I described his shape, his face, his facial hair, described everything. And I said to the lady in front of me, I said, he's not talking. He's just standing there. He's not saying anything. He's just standing there. And she told me at the end of the reading, because I don't want to know any information during the reading. We wait till the end of the reading to give the information. And she said, because more than one person came through, and she said, he didn't speak. He was mute. So he couldn't speak. And I was like, oh, thank God. Not thank God that he was mute, but just that alone was evidence to show her that her loved one was really there and he just wouldn't talk. And so I thought that was like super amazing. And that's the kind of evidence you want in a mediumship reading. You don't want your medium to just say, your grandma loved you. She was very kind and she cooked all the time. You may hear that in a reading, but you also want to hear evidence that is like the person who wasn't speaking. That's intelligent evidence. It's not just, oh, they loved you. They're there for you. Those things can all be true and can all be said in a reading, but you want that deeper level of evidence. Okay, and sometimes, so if people are asking for me to connect, hi, that Reagan girl, hello, love to you too. When you guys are asking for readings, some of them stick out and some of them pop out in my mind, and those are the ones I connect with. I cannot possibly connect with all of them throughout the night. So whatever ones pop out, it's based on what the spirit does. I'm not actually technically choosing it. They're choosing who comes through. So let me just scroll through and see. Saxon 2. Okay. Was your husband, okay. Woo, he's very strong. Okay, so I'm talking to Saxon 2, and thank you for the follows, everyone. Was your husband a large personality? I'm feeling like he enjoyed a meal, and he my chest hurts, so I feel like something happened with chest lung area. He was boisterous. He had a big personality. Saxon 2, can you please say yes or no in caps to any of those things I just asked you? And let's wait for Saxon 2 to answer me. And sometimes somebody will ask a question and then they disappear. So if I don't get anything. Yes, okay. I'm feeling, are you from the southern half of the United States? I'm feeling just yes or no. And if you could, thank you, PC, hold comments so I can hear from her. I'm feeling, I don't know. I don't feel like you're from like Connecticut or North Dakota or something like that. Give me a yes or a no. No, okay. It could be interference. That's interesting. Okay, so anyway, we'll go back to your husband. You'll see me when I do readings. I look around. That's normal for me. I'm just trying to make the connection. So the yes, was that something happened in his chest area? I'm in a, okay, hello, just wait everybody. I'm talking to Saxon too. So I'm waiting. Okay, so it wasn't the chest area. Interesting. There was nothing wrong with his cardiovascular system? Nothing in his... All right. Oh, Ninny. Okay, see, and that happens sometimes. Ninny, you stand by and let me finish with Saxon too, okay? That happens. Sometimes they'll come in together. All right. I just feel like he was very loud. And he wants you to... are you worried about something with your health, Saxon? No. No loud. Well, then I don't know why, because you... Yeah, he was a big man. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure what the no's go to. Yeah. Was he loud? Okay. I must have you mixed up with this other person, Ninny. Just know, Saxon, that he... obviously he's safe, and he's at peace, and he's in the spirit world. I don't know, I'm just feeling something very much in the southern part of the United States, or the southern part of the country. It has to be an overlap from somebody else. Ninny, is this still the same for you? So what happens on a live, this is why private readings, okay, yes. Southern for me, California here. Okay, yes. All right. So Saxon, I'm not sure what you're saying yes and no, but because of the way it's loading, I'm not sure what you're saying yes and no to. So if you could say yes to and then say what the yes is for, and then let me talk to Ninny, because I think I'm actually with her. All right, so Ninny, your husband's loud. You're from the southern part of the United States, and something happened in chest area, right? Heart or lung? Hi, Manny Maven. All right, so let's go to Ninny and see what Saxon is going to say, because I think what happens sometimes they come in together because there's a lot of people on here. And I'll wait for her to answer. Ninny, all of that? Yes. Okay, perfect. Then I am with you. Okay, great. I just feel like I'm, this happened to me the other night when I did a live. I feel like something is bubbling up in my throat. So would he have had fluid in his lungs right prior to his passing? I feel like I'm starting to choke on the fluid. Thanks for the reminder, Aunt Jen. You're always there for me. Please, everyone, follow her. She's been my teacher for over 30 years. Okay, pneumonia. Okay. Yeah, I can feel the bubbling. It's weird because now I feel something weird in my mouth too. Like it was starting to bubble up. So, were you kind of trying to tell your husband, this is for Ninny, so everybody just stand by. Would you have been telling your husband to get checked out, go to the doctor prior to things getting really bad? You were trying to tell him and he's fine. Nicole, my teacher's Aunt Jen 003. Oh, my medium teacher is Danielle the Happy Medium. Yes. My personal life coach teacher is Aunt Jen. Hi, Kathy. Thank you. All right, Ninny. All right, I'm waiting. Yes, he waited way too long. He was annoyed because I wouldn't, yeah. Okay, so he's showing me that you were telling him, and as sometimes our partners do, they do not want to follow our advice. I don't know if any of you are on here or have experienced that, but I'm sure I can get a bunch of yeses from that. Now I feel like something's hurt. Something was bothering his arm, and and he was. That was kind of, I don't know. I just feel like the arm thing kind of added to what was wrong with him. Ninny, just let me know, yes or no, about something. I don't know if he could feel the pain down his arm, or because I feel like his whole system just shut down. And I'm just looking for your answer. So we gotta wait. These live, it takes patience. Okay. That's what I felt. Boom. He said his poor body just couldn't take it anymore. And he's like, now he's rolling through. He's like, he should have taken better care of himself from the get-go. You were always telling him to take better care of himself. You wanted him to eat right. You wanted him to exercise more. You know, this normal stuff the wives tell their husbands or partners tell partners. Now he's just showing me all the stuff you told him, and he's showing me you were kind of resentful during your mourning process. Let me know if you felt like there was a period. It may not have been a long period, and it may have just been a fleeting thought, but you were like, if he just would have done this and this and this, he would have been okay. Thank you for sharing the live video. You know, TikTok isn't, I'm just waiting for Ninny to answer. TikTok is amazing because I was trying, thank you, Ninny. I was trying to be as gentle as possible with that comment because I didn't want to upset you. And I understand that, and he understands that, and he knows he should have taken better care of himself, and especially gone to get help earlier. He wants to apologize to you for that, because in his mind, what he's saying is that he had the capacity to prevent pretty much a lot of what happened before it happened, or make it less severe. And he's aware of that. And he feels bad for leaving you with so many responsibilities. You have children. Because I feel like you were left with a lot. And so I'm just going to wait for your answer. Tanya, do you mean like tonight? I started at about 25 minutes ago, or in total? A couple of years I've been reading. I have had a science career prior to this, and I still do that as well. Okay. All right. Thank you, Ninny. So know that you can, I feel like you do talk to him. I feel like you yell at him and he hears it, because you wish it wouldn't be the way it is. And he just wants you to know there's no excuse for his lack of self-care. And, oh, hi, Nurse Amy. Yes, go science. And he wishes he wouldn't have, he just really sees the challenge he left you with. And he, his human mind felt bad. That's why he was fighting so hard, as you said. He just feels like you are very alone. And he said, he just feels bad. He just feels really bad about that. But I will tell you, as a person who's been in mourning before, there are grief groups. Yeah, I can tell. It's hard for me to even articulate it, because he's showing me how hard it is. There are grief groups that you can go to, and you can make some connections there. Grief groups, I prefer group therapy for things like this, because then you're not mourning alone and you're not suffering alone. Thank you, Aunt Jen. And definitely if you want to go through talk therapy, but there's a lot of different options to help you not feel so alone. If you want to email me at my email, I can send you some links and stuff, because what you're going through is hard. Okay. Okay, I see. Thank you for letting me know. And if you do want to email me for some help and guidance, I can point you in the direction of some stuff, okay? Some resources. And thank you for allowing me to read for you and to trust me with your husband. Thank you. Oh, all right. So, Kushbu Rana, how's your grandpa? Grandpa's fine. He is safe and at peace. Safe and at peace. Everyone who crosses to the spirit world is safe and at peace. Everyone crosses over to the spirit world. And I made another video. I don't think I've posted it yet, but I was making some videos today, and I get comments from people about burning in hell and people going to hell and blah, blah, blah. The spirit world is one place. There's not a heaven and a hell. It's the spirit world. And depending on how you lived your life dictates what happens when you get there. You're not going to get burned by fire because you were bad. We come into this life with a certain outline of what is going to happen. Good, bad, everything. Just an outline. That doesn't mean the worst, most horrific things were planned. But when we pass to the spirit world, if we were a horrific, terrible person, we go to a sort of life review where we experience the way we made people feel in life. So if you were a good person who always did good things, for the most part, I mean, everybody makes mistakes, obviously. But if you were a normal, good person and you did good things, you're going to get that life review. But if you were a bad person who did a lot of bad things, you're going to have that life review, and you're going to feel that feeling and how you made people feel. And so then you have to get reoriented, and you have to meet with your guides and your teachers and say, why did you screw that up? What happened? They don't say the same words I say, obviously, but you do have to go through a process of figuring out what went wrong, why you did bad things. It's not a punishment. Like I said, it's not fire and brimstone and hell. But it is a review of the lessons that you learned from the mistakes you made. So, you are so welcome, Ninny. He knows you love him, and he loves you guys too. And he's around. He's bouncing around. Clora Astrolite. I really just scroll through, and when somebody's name pops out or face or comment, I can't really explain it. I'm spirit guided. I don't pick them based on any other thing than that's the one that it's time. It's, I have claircognizance, and it's just a knowing. And so I don't know. I can't really explain how I know. I just know. It's kind of like an instinct. Oh, thank you, Sailing Bear Hands. You're welcome, Sadie. Oh, a whole bunch of stuff just loaded, so give me a second. I have to read through these. Do you have more than one guide, and do you know the others? So my brain is kind of full of, I have a lot of responsibilities because I have a day job and I do my mediumship business, and I do some other stuff for another organization for science communication. And so right now, my main guide that I communicate the most with is one guide. But I have had, my mother guides me. Labeling her a spirit guide is, I don't really care about the labels. She guides me. She's always guided me. Actually had a lovely, 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 wonderful, comforting dream from her the other night. I've been having some bone grafts and stuff in my jaws, and I was dreaming I was at the dentist, and I was so scared because it's just such a lot of, dentists, how it is. And she was comforting me after, and she gave me little kisses on the head, and she said, it's all going to be okay, and I'm here with you. And it was just the loveliest dream and the most comforting dream I've ever had about her. And she passed in 1986. So it was quite comforting. So she's a guide. I have a rhinoceros who I guess is my spirit animal, but he shows up. I don't know if it's a he or she, but the rhinoceros shows up in my spirit world. So those are the main people that are there, and past loved ones I talk to. So those are the ones right now. But I must confess, I do not do sitting in the power as much as I should, just because I have a family, I have a job, I have a side gig, and I have a business. So I don't really sit in the power as much as I should in order to explore my guides. But I kind of like to keep things a little simplified. So I don't really want like 10 or 20 guides. That's just going to make my brain crazy. Susan Rose Michelle. Yes. She asked, my 30-year-old son, did he hear me before he passed? When our loved ones are in the process of passing from anything, no matter what it is, if they're unconscious, in a coma, have Alzheimer's, have dementia, have a brain injury, or just any injury, or they're just sedated, they hear you and they know what you're saying. And I know this because I've done readings where the person in spirit has told me what the person in front of me, a person I've never met before, has told me what they said, told me what happened in the room as they were passing. So that's evidence that, I wasn't there. I don't know this person. Most of my clients live in other states far away from me. Because of COVID, I do everything virtually. So that's how I know that they hear what you're saying as if they're unconscious. So yes, your son heard you. And you know what? He just said, forgive yourself. Because I think Susan Rose Michelle, are you holding on to some guilt because he's saying it loud, forgive yourself. And he's pointing at you. Forgive yourself. Will you answer me in caps, Susan, Rose, Michelle, if that makes sense to you? PC, you can join my free circle. The next one starts February 5th. Just shoot me an email and I'll put you in the circle. It's free. It's 3 sessions, an hour and a half to 2 hours each. February 5th, February 19th, and March 5th. It's 3 Saturdays every other week at 4 p.m. I think it's 4 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you for the roses. How do we know that it's not us and it's them, the spirit guide that's speaking to us? Justin GX, I think. This is a great question, and this takes practice and sitting in the power. So there's a way to do this where it's kind of like a meditation where you meet your spirit guide. You have to know who your spirit guide is. And you determine after practicing, is this what I would say? Or is this spirit guide holding me accountable for the things that I need to be held accountable for? So it takes practice. You won't know probably the first time, and you might not know the first 10 times. But if it sounds like what you want to hear, it's you. That's the best way to know. If it sounds like, get it together, you need to change this or do this, that's probably your spirit guide. Now, there's not 100% accuracy to this, obviously, because we're dealing with the spirit world. So you have to be able to determine that, but you have to practice. Pat, hey, I found out about the coin. My son took it from my mom's house. Did we talk about that before, Pat? I was talking to someone about a coin recently. Dib Fields, how do I know their name? You ask them, or you just hear it, or you see it. It just depends on what your clairs are. Claircognizance is knowing. That's how I knew my guide's name is George. And when I saw him sitting in the chair, I just knew his name was George. You can ask them, what's your name? You may hear it. You may see it. You may just know it. And they may just tell you when you meet them. I get a lot of people asking, okay, good. I'm glad. I'm so nice you came on and told me that, Pat. I get a lot of people asking me to tell them who their spirit guide is, but I can't, that's not ethical, and I don't have permission to just go poking around in other people's spirit realm. If people are telling you who your spirit guide is, they're probably full of crap or they're just unethical and they're doing things they shouldn't be. Oh, and another spirit guide. Probably, I don't know, over a year ago, I did have a spirit guide who came in from the back, and she was dressed in these, I don't know, she almost looked like a clean homeless person who had like a giant robe on with all these different colors. It almost looked like giant pieces of colored yarn everywhere. And she told me she was the mother guide. So whatever that means, I haven't really determined that. I've talked to my teacher about it. And I'm not really sure. She only shows up very rarely. George is really the one I'm talking to most of the time. Yeah, it was very comforting, actually. Some ska band. When you wake up and hear someone talking to you, that's definitely who. Ask them, who are you? Who are you? Adugas 30. If I say that wrong, please forgive me. Will I have spirit guides? Yes. Everyone has spirit guides. I just found out my lead angel told I'm incarnate, so I have angelic prez. I think some of that cut off, so I'm not sure. Laurel Ianona. Sorry if I can't really tell what that says because it's all squished together. Jesus passed in 94. Is he okay? Absolutely, he's okay. Do you feel like he's been with you this whole time? Because I feel like you were like his girl, daddy's girl. And he's been with you. Can you answer me in caps, yes or no? Carolyn Country Girl, feeling a spirit around me isn't my mother. So there's a very easy way to tell this, and this is for everybody who is wondering who the spirit is around them. The first person that comes into your mind, that's who it is. If you feel that and you know it and you feel it's your mother, it's your mother. That's how subtle the spirit world is. That is why people second guess their abilities, because it's so subtle. It's like a fleeting thought that goes through your mind. You're like, was that real? So many people have paranormal experiences and they second guess it and they write it off because it's so subtle. I always feel someone standing behind me, always when I'm in the kitchen doing dishes, always, always, always. And it's been so strong, way before I was a medium, that I've turned around so many times to see who it was. And I know it's my mother because she cooked a lot and spent a lot of time in the kitchen. So whoever, when you feel a spirit, whoever's in your mind, it's the same thing with seeing a sign. Whoever pops in your mind, that's who it is, or that's who the sign is from. Hope, yes. I don't remember what I asked you, Hope. I'm sorry. Or what I told you. Let me look back. But I can't find it. Oh, this is my brain. My brain is overdone. Okay. More comments. Yes, Michaela, your grandmother, of course, is around the family. Oh, and she's telling me she's still in charge. So, Michaela, answer me yes or no in capital letters if that was your grandmother saying that, because she says she's still in charge. Does that make sense for your grandma? Sonia Marissa, yes. Do you find the feathers and do you hear the music? So music is a big thing. Music is very big for me, very big. I've told this story before. When I was a little baby girl, my mother used to sing the song Joe Cocker, You Are So Beautiful. And a couple months ago, I asked for her to send me that song. And a week or so later, I'm in my classroom with my students. These freshman kids who would not know that song, about 4 or 5 of them started singing it out loud in unison. I have never told them that story about my mother singing that to me. They would have absolutely no way to know that. And I was just like, I almost started crying at work. Like, how did they know that? That is an unequivocal, absolute sign. There's no question about it. Music is, I get it with the music. And yes, they do use music that way. You turn on the radio, your song with that person's on. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, something's happening. And I answered somebody's question, but I did not see their answer. Okay, Michaela. Okay, yes, she's telling me she's still in charge. So I feel like she's up there looking down, going, moving the pieces of the family, making things happen. So trust me, you're in good hands. She's like, I'll take care of it. That's the feeling I'm getting from her. She just took care of things. Very nice. Mary Enriquez, I think that says, does my ex still want to be with me? I'm going to answer you as a mother and a woman who has 5 sisters and so many nieces I can't count. I have a very large family. I would not worry about if he wants to be with you. I would worry about, what do you want? Not what you feel in your loins that you want. Not something that you want to make you feel better for a moment or feel loved. Do you love yourself? Have you healed your trauma? Have you worked through all your past stuff, your childhood issues, past relationship issues? Ask yourself all those questions before you want to be with somebody, whether it's your ex or somebody else. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. And you know who can teach you how to do that? Aunt Jen 003. She has classes about self-love, and it's amazing. So follow her for daily reminders, and she'll help you with that. I don't do love predictions or anything like that. So I'm looking for Michaela. Spiritual vibes, that happens. That does happen. She wants to know if one of her parents came back as her son. Now, I can probably almost guarantee if I ask you this next question, you're going to say yes. Does he talk to spirits? Answer me in caps, yes or no, my son talks to spirits. So I remember what I asked, because I'm going to scroll through all these questions. All right, I'm looking for Michaela's answer. You are welcome, Carolina country girl. I've been to Carolina, both of them. It's beautiful over there. Been there many times. My mother-in-law lives in South Carolina. Let me see. I'm looking for... Hi, Lauren. Welcome. I do free readings here just by Spirit Guide, but if you want to book one, you can email me or go on my website. These are free, though. All right, I'm looking for the answer to... I'm scrolling through, looking for the answers. Sonia Marissa, you're welcome. Okay, so Stephanie, same answer. I just answered the other lady. I do not do those predictions, but I will tell you, you have to love yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to heal your past trauma. You have to go through all that gunk, all those past relationships, all the stuff before you even think about being in any kind of healthy relationship. Because trust me, I was really having, my husband and I met when we were both in our mid-20s, and we both were not fully healed in any way, shape, or form from our past trauma. And boy, did it cause a lot of therapy for us over the years. So, and a lot of arguments. So it's, hi, everything's not lost. My name's also Nicole. Wonderful name. I can't find the answer to what I asked. So he felt, let's see, and just felt like he was not himself in those moments, like grab my face and just stare in my eye. I think I only saw half of your comment. Marianne Brady. Is my mom around the house? Light came on at 4 a.m. Oh boy. Yep. The electricity is the easiest thing for them to manipulate, I think. Because they are electricity. They are energy. Without going into a whole science lecture, they can move their energy through electricity. That's why there's a lot of electrical disruptions with spirit when I started my class the other night? So the answer is yes, definitely, for sure. That was your mom. Or some spirit, but probably your mom. I was starting my class on Zoom the other day, and there were 5 ladies in there learning mediumship. And I couldn't get, and I use Zoom every day. I've used it for a long time. I've used it before COVID, like I've used it a lot. So I know how to use it. That's not the problem. I logged in, couldn't get Zoom to work. Couldn't get it on, couldn't get it to work. Had the link saved, had it ready to go. Checked it an hour beforehand, it was fine. When the class started, couldn't get it to load. And I told my husband, I go, what am I going to do? These ladies are waiting. Because I could see they were logging in through my email. So I log in, I finally get in. It's glitchy. And I have really good internet, like super good. I pay extra for the better internet because I do everything virtually. So it wasn't the internet. The internet was fine. So I finally get them logged in after many tries. I'm on there 5 minutes talking. My Zoom goes out. Theirs all stayed on because I asked them after when I got back in. I had to close the meeting and reopen the meeting like 3 times before I could get them back on. So that to me is 5 powerful students waiting for their medium teacher to come on, and it just screwed up the whole thing. Just screwed the energy of all the spirits because we were doing readings. Just made it all go wacky. So they are very good at manipulating electricity. Okay. Now I'm waiting. How do you, here go the comments again. Marianne, yes. Okay, good. Somebody asked me something and it disappeared. Crystal, 72 something. You will not give up. Well, I'm glad you're not going to give up. Give me a second. He wants you to be more upfront. That's what I'm hearing. Use your voice. Okay, Crystal, that's his message. Let me know if that resonates. Give me a yes or a no. Oh, somebody is sending me messages and I don't know. I got an update on my phone and I can't silence my messages anymore or turn them on. So I don't know how to do that. It's just all crazy. Kalinda Wright. You know what? My mother's maiden name is Wright. I wonder if you're related. What part of the country are you from? You know what I'm hearing? And this could be for someone next to you on here. I'm hearing she's kicking ass and taking names. That's what I'm hearing. Let me know in caps, yes or no, if that makes sense for you and Christina. Oh no, I have a whole bunch of new messages. I hope I can. Yes, children's toys. Jade, Lank. Yes. I actually have had a couple of readings where this was a thing. This was some evidence that came through. Yes, Mary Ann Brady. Barb Tuzo, I don't do psychic predictions like that. Oh, shoot. I'm trying to get... Okay, Marianne. Okay. Do you see a successful career? I don't do like career advice, stuff like that. Am I pregnant? New here, Tanisha. I don't do pregnancy predictions. Sorry, I got a bunch of questions. I don't. Pregnancy predictions are a recipe for disaster for somebody. There are so many things that can happen. So I'm not going to give anybody false hope. Yes, your son is okay, Olivia. Everyone who crosses over is okay and safe, and I'm so sorry you lost your son. And now, okay. Dun, 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 dun. I was looking for an answer, and now I don't even remember who I was looking for. I'm starting to get tired. I only last about an hour on lives. Yeah. I'm starting to get tired. Nellie Poe, yes, of course your dad's around you. And I'm so sorry you lost him so recently. I know that is very difficult. Yes, our loved ones are around us all the time. After they pass, they wanna be there to guide us. And you know what else? The spirit world, I also did a video about this the other day. The spirit world is right here overlapped with us. So it's not in some faraway place that it's hard to communicate with. You just have to learn to do it. And boom, they're right there. Like right there. So you don't have to think that it's this difficult, hard task for them to be around you, because they are, oh good, there you are, Crystal. Okay, good. Yeah, good. I'm glad. So that's the message. Good. Crystal says, yes, that makes sense. I have a hard time with being upfront. Yep. Very good. So the spirit world's right here, right intertwined with us. And all you have to do is learn to make the connection, and boom, you're there. And I was doing that and didn't realize I was doing that for a long time until I got some mediumship training. And then now I do it professionally. So I'm very grateful for that. And gratitude is a big thing for me. So I learned from people like Eckhart Tolle and Oprah Winfrey and all the people, guests she has on her shows, many teachers. Gratitude is the key to happiness and success. And so everything I do, I have immense gratitude for. Even jobs I've had that I didn't like, I was grateful that I had a job, because not everybody has that opportunity. I want to tell you, I am tired, and I am losing my ability to make a decent connection. Martha Firewalker, I am a trained medium. I was trained by the Oddbod School of Mediumship in the UK. And if you want to know more, you can email me, or you can join my free circle, and I can teach you how to do it. So if you have any questions, email me about the classes, the courses, the circle, any of that. You can email me. You can book a reading on my website. You can join my free circle or my small group reading. It's only $25. And the next one I think is February 12th. If that's a Saturday, I think that's correct. So thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate all of you for being here and being so kind and generous with the gifts and the follows. And I'll be traveling this weekend for a few days. So I don't know if I'll be able to go live until next week sometime, but I will be still posting videos, and I just appreciate all of you, sending you peace and love, and thank you to everyone who joined. Have a wonderful night. It's so nice to meet you. You'll see me again. Okay, bye. Thank you, everyone.